Hello all you magical folk, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all keeping safe and well. So today I'm going to be showing off my favourite Noble Collection items within my own collection. So I'm going to show you my favourite pieces from Noble Collection, and then I'm also going to talk a little bit about the ones that I have on my wish list. So if you'd like to see what I have and what I'd like to have, then do carry on watching. Don't forget, if you are new to my channel and you haven't done already, please hit the subscribe button. I'm very close to 400 subscribers and I would love to smash that by the end of this month. Also, don't forget to hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any videos from me, and also check me out on my social media. Okay, so I'm not really going to do these in any particular order because I love them all. I might save the best till last, but the rest of them kind of all have a really special place in my heart. So I can't really rate them in like orders because it's not fair, they're all great. So the first one I'm going to show you is Paul the Pygmy Puff. This little guy is absolutely adorable. He's super squishy and cuddly. I absolutely love how deep a purple he is, and I do love a good pygmy puff. I love my magical creatures, so I think I'm a closet Hufflepuff, but I do love my magical creatures. So this guy, as I said earlier on, is named Paul. I thought Paul was a really basic, normal kind of name, which was quite funny to give to a magical creature. And yeah, I think he's absolutely adorable. So this is my little Paul the Pygmy Puff. I believe they cost £19 from Noble Collection. I will double check all the prices and list them below if I can do as well. They are still very much available on Noble Collection, and I think you can get them in pink and purple as well. So these are super cute. They appeal to both the older and younger witches and wizards out there. And look at his little face, and look at his little feeties as well. He's got little feeties. These are just too adorable. So the next item on my Noble Collection favourite list is these absolutely stunning set of Gringotts coins. These are beautiful. These were, I believe, £26 from Noble Collection, which is not bad really when you consider you're getting three absolutely stunning coins. You've got your certificate of authenticity as well there, and also they come in this really beautiful display case, which is just so lovely. It's got like a little magnetic catch on here as well, and I just think these are so beautiful. So obviously you can see there you've got your galleon, your sickle and your nut. And yeah, these are just absolutely stunning. You can get cheaper versions of these. I think you can get them from things like Wish. And they're great, especially again for the younger witch or wizard, if you just kind of want them to have something a little bit novelty. But for the avid collector, these are so beautiful, so pretty. And they are so intricately designed as well. They are just absolutely stunning. So yeah, these are definitely one of my favourites in my collection. Okay, so moving on to the next item in my collection, I have to show you this absolutely stunning crystal goblet replica. This, honestly, it catches my breath every single time I see it. It is so beautiful, and you can see we've got like the really iridescently pearly kind of tinge to it on the middle there. It's absolutely gorgeous. This is probably one of my top favourites in my collection at the moment. Obviously you see this in the Half-Blood Prince when Harry and Dumbledore go and trying to find the Horcrux locket, and obviously Harry has to feed Dumbledore the potion using this, and obviously then it reveals the locket at the bottom of the basin. So yeah, this is a seriously beautiful piece in anyone's collection, and I very much recommend it. It is such a beautiful replica. Okay, moving on to the next item in my collection. This is the Timeturner Necklace. Obviously you can see it comes in this really beautiful display case, and obviously then you lift it up and inside is the actual necklace itself. This is so beautiful and it's so accurate to the film as well. Let me just get it off the little hooks for you. So it has this really lovely catch, which is just a hoop, and I think they call these like T-bones or something along those lines, and you thread it through and then just don't want to drop it. There we go. And it obviously locks in like that. And then you have the time turner itself. It does turn as well. The little dials on the side do work to turn the actual mechanisms themselves. So yeah, and it's filled with a really lovely sand inside. And yeah, again, this is such a beautiful replica. For anyone that's a Hermione Granger lover, or anyone who just loves the time turner itself, this is something that you have to have in your collection. It is so beautiful. It's really wearable as well. It's not too big, it's not too small. It's something that's very recognisable in the Harry Potter world. So obviously if you're wearing this and you come across any of the Harry Potter fans, they are going to instantly recognise this and be like, oh my god, it's beautiful, where'd you get it? I love it. The last but one item I'm going to show you today is of course the absolutely gorgeous golden egg replica. This was something that I wanted for so long and saved up all my Gringotts coins for, because this was something I needed in my collection. It is so beautiful. Again, so accurate. It looks just like the one from the movies. You've got the beautiful owl head there, and obviously then it's like a floral leaf kind of pattern at the top. The only thing with this is I really, really, really wish that it opened up. That's the one downside. It's not really a downside, actually, to be fair. That's not fair to call it a downside. It's more of a, it would be a massive bonus if this thing opened, but it is super beautiful. It's quite heavy as well. It's made out of resin, I believe, and obviously then it's got all the details on the egg as well that you see from the movie. It even comes with its own little stand, so obviously, because if you're trying to stand that on your shelving or anything along those lines, it's going to wobbly about all over the place. So it comes with a really beautiful stand that you kind of hold it in. Almost looks like a rugby ball if you do it that way. Don't kick it. It's not going to work well. Do not kick this thing. It's too pretty to kick. But yeah, it kind of does look like a rugby ball in this. But yeah, you sit it in this little, if you can get it actually to stand up tall, come on. I'm being very silly. So yeah, you get it to stand up on its little stand and it looks absolutely gorgeous on your shelves. This one, when we eventually move, which is very soon by the way, it is coming. I am so close to moving. I know I've been going on about this thing for absolutely donkeys now, but I will be moving very shortly. I am any day now, I'm going to get the date that we can move. So once we do move, this is actually going to live in my new bathroom. I have a very large bathroom in the new house, and this is going to look so gorgeous in my bathroom. People are going to be so confused, but it's definitely going in my bathroom. Okay, so when I said earlier on that I wasn't really going to rank these, I'm still not really ranking them, but I have saved the best till last. My absolute favourite, the pièce de résistance, is of course, if I grab it, the Ravenclaw Lost Diadem. First of all, can we just talk about the box? This case is absolutely stunning. It's in this really deep brown with some beautiful silver foiling going around it. We've got the eagle at the front, and then when you open it on up, ta-da! We've got the Ravenclaw crest back here, and of course then the diadem itself. So let me get this out of the box so you can see it better. Just look at it. It's so pretty, I could cry. This is stunning. I can't even begin to explain the chills that this diadem gives me. It is so beautiful. It's got all these lovely little diamonds going around it. It's got obviously the blue topazy bits in the middle and the dangly bit. It is wearable, it's heavy, and it's not the easiest thing to wear because it is slightly awkward, and I'm putting it the wrong way. There we go. You do need some pins to kind of hold it into place because it is very heavy. Oh, there we go. It is very heavy, but it feels sturdy. It looks stunning. And yeah, this, if I hadn't already gotten married before I bought this, I totally would be getting married wearing this thing because it's stunning. I absolutely love it. And I have actually seen one or two brides wearing diadems on their big days, and I was like, jealous. Why did I think of that? Silly me. I had a Cinderella themed wedding. I totally should have had a Harry Potter themed. I had to take what I was given. I wasn't allowed a Harry Potter one. But yeah, this seriously is so beautiful, and I think anyone that's a Ravenclaw or loves the Horcruxes or even just loves the diadem for what it is needs to have this in their collection. This was £125, I think, if I remember rightly, or it could have been 135. I can't remember. I'm gonna have to double check. I think it's either 125 or 135 pounds. But honestly, it is so worth it for the actual diadem itself and the box that you get that comes with it. This is just, it's so beautiful. And every time I have people over and they spot it on my shelves, even people that aren't Harry Potter fans, people just spot it and like, oh my god, that's so beautiful. Where did you get it from? What is it? And I have to tell them and all about Harry Potter and the diadem and everything else, and all this stuff just comes spilling out of me, and everyone's like, I just thought it was pretty. But yeah, no, honestly, everyone that sees that is like, wow, that is beautiful. What is it? Where did you get it from? Where can I get one? And yeah, it's just, it's a real show-stopping piece, that one diadem. It's absolutely stunning, and I couldn't recommend it enough. Okay, so moving on from the pieces that I do have in my collection, I'm now going to talk a little bit about the pieces that are on my wish list that I seriously want to get my hands on, hopefully in the nearer future rather than the distant future, because I crave them. I crave them a lot and I want them now. I'm very impatient. I want everything yesterday, but we have to be patient. We don't have all the Gringotts coins in the world, so I must save and buy them as and when I can. So yeah, these are the ones that are on my wish list. Okay, so the first one is the Horcrux necklace. Obviously, I talked a little bit about it with the crystal goblet. Obviously, together they would look absolutely stunning. And yeah, that Slytherin locket is something that I've wanted for quite some time. It's definitely got a more cheap and sort of affordable price tag. I think it's £36, which again, when you consider what it is and what you're paying for, it's actually a really, really decent price. You get the little display case as well as the locket itself. And I just think it is absolutely stunning. I have seen it in the flesh when I went to the studio tours, and it made me want it all the more. I was just, I was in it all. But at that point, I had my wish list and I had all the things that I wanted to buy. And sadly, at that time, there was things that kind of took a little bit more priority over that locket. But yeah, it's something that I definitely want to add to my collection one day. The next thing I want to add to my collection is Hermiones Bag. I think this item is seriously such a beautiful item. I think this kind of thing is something that if you're not a Harry Potter fan, you wouldn't instantly get the reference to, but as an avid fan, you can just appreciate how beautiful this thing is. I do actually have a replica version of this, which I got from a LitJoy crate box. I think it was the last box we had, so about 6 months ago or so. And it was absolutely gorgeous. It's just not quite as detailed as the one from Noble Collection. I believe this one retails for £45, so it's not the cheapest one in this sort of wish list, but it's definitely worth it for the amount of detail that's gone into this bag. It is just ridiculously beautiful. Moving on to the next one, this is probably the most expensive item that personally I have on my radar at the moment anyway. It is of course the Slughorn Hourglass. This retails for £135, so again it is not cheap by any stretch of the word, but I mean look at it, it is absolutely stunning. My only worry with buying something like this is that I have 3 children, one of which has additional needs and he can be a little bit on the crazy side, and I also have a 2-year-old, and I just think, oh my god, is this thing going to get knocked over? Is it going to be touched? Is it going to be smashed to smithereens? And I seriously can't deal with that amount of loss in my life right now. So I am slightly hesitant about buying it, but purely based on the fact that I would just be so worried that something would happen to it, because it is very fragile. It is so made of glass, and yeah, I'm very scared about adding this to my collection, but I do want it, so I will one day. The next thing on my wish list is something that I probably do not need, but I want it all the same. It is of course the Ravenclaw Notebook. I have so many notebooks, most of them Harry Potter. A lot of those ones are Ravenclaw themed, and I really don't need any more notebooks in my life, but I want them. Look at it, it's so pretty. I again have seen these in the flesh. I just didn't have the money on me when I actually saw it in a shop, and I was in awe. I was like, oh my gosh, this thing is just ridiculously beautiful. The crest on the front is metal. It has like a little binder as well that goes around the crest to keep your book closed. And yeah, it is just such a beautiful notebook. I think these are £24 if I remember rightly, which isn't cheap when you consider it's a notebook, but it has got metal on it, so I can kind of see why they're charging so much for them. But yeah, it's just one of those things that at the moment I haven't quite justified it to myself yet, but I know it's something that I definitely want to add to my collection. The next item on my wish list is of course the ever so beautiful Philosopher's Stone replica. Again, this thing is stunning. I mean, most of the Harry Potter replicas, I've got to be fair, are absolutely gorgeous. This is why I have no money, because I keep buying these things because they're so pretty. Look at it, it's just pretty. I want it so much. Again, one thing that kind of puts me off buying it right this second is the glass dome. The fact, again, that my children are not careful. I'm not gonna lie, they are not careful. And I do worry that the dome would get smashed and damaged. And yeah, I just would be devastated if that happened. Also, on this specific replica, I do believe it says the Sorcerer's Stone, not the Philosopher's Stone. Now, of course, I'm from the UK, so personally for me, this is and always will be the Philosopher's Stone. So the fact that it says Sorcerer's Stone does a teeny tiny bit put me off, but that's just because I'm a little bit OCD and I can't control it. So, but I do really love this replica. I think it's absolutely stunning. Again, this one's not the cheapest. This one is £85, so it's gonna take a nice chunk of your Gringotts coins, But again, it is so worth it. It is such a beautiful replica, and yeah, I want it. And the last replica on my little wish list for the moment is the stunning golden egg necklace. Obviously you saw the golden egg that I've got from my collection already, and I do have a small obsession with the golden egg, so having it in necklace form would just be absolutely gorgeous. I cannot wait to get my hands on this. I actually think this is probably going to be the next purchase that I make. This one as well actually does open, so you can see the pearlescent knits inside. Unfortunately, it does not sing, but you know, one day you never know. How far do I think these replicas can go? Why would I think it could sing? It's not gonna sing. I'm being daft, but it does open and it's absolutely stunning, and it's something that I really, really do want. I actually was going to purchase this a few months back. I can't remember why I didn't end up buying it. I think I bought something in its place. I think it was probably the crystal goblet actually. I think it just kind of tipped in the favour of the crystal goblet rather than the necklace, but I definitely think now, because I have the crystal goblet in my collection, that this is going to be the next one. So guys, what did you think of my Notebook collection items? Is there anything that you've seen today that you really, really want to get a hold of yourself? Do you have any of the same items that I do? Anything on your wish list? Pop me a comment down below and let's have a little bit of a chat about our Notebook collection items. Once again, I really, really hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a magical thumbs up so I know. And also, if you haven't done already, please hit the subscribe button to become part of my little magical community. Don't forget to hit the notification bell to be notified every time I upload a video, and I will see you very soon in the next one. Bye guys!